guys, sorry this video is a little bit late, but Intamin recently released 4 new ride concepts: the Ultra Splash, the Hot Racer, the GIGA Splash, and the LSM Vertical Coaster. This is going to be my full in-depth thoughts about these 4 concepts. It has not received the most positive feedback because it is very similar to some other types of coasters out there. So I'll be talking about each different one, analyzing it, and giving you my thoughts on it. So first we have the Ultra Splash. This is basically a mock ride, so power splash. They really hit Control C, Control V. They just copy and pasted it, really. So I'm not in love with this one. It is kind of cool how it is a little bit more of a minimal support structure. So it might be a little bit cheaper for parks, but it's the same exact ride. It has a backwards launch, forwards launch, backwards launch, and then into the pool area, splash zone. And it has that airtime hill. Even the vertical spikes, they could have done like a beyond vertical angle of the spikes, but they didn't do that. Or just vertical. They did exactly what Mach did, where they went up and then they went back at the very top. So I'm kind of upset with what they did here. I don't really love it. It does have single rail track, which, okay, that's kind of cool, but nothing great here. It's not spectacular. It's exactly like a Mach Power Splash. So it's okay. So now let's get to the next concept. This is the GIGA Splash. GIGA Splash actually looks kind of cool, I have to admit. It has a couple cool water features. It's basically a big log flume. It's not actually 300 feet tall, it's like 178 feet tall, I think. But it's a log flume, it is an airtime hill. It actually looks kind of cool, it'd be good for some boardwalk parks. It looks really expensive though, which I'm kind of concerned about that for like smaller parks, like boardwalk parks. I think this would go to like a bigger park. But it has a spiral lift hill, which is supposed to give you some great views. I'm questioning the downtime on this because Intamin's known for being down a lot. And this looks like it's definitely going to make the ride go down a lot more. It's cool, it's innovative, but it doesn't look like, it looks like it's going to cause some problems throughout the entire thing. I'm gonna call this a coaster because it has enough coaster elements to be called a coaster, but it's gonna be highly debatable in the coaster enthusiast community. But I'm gonna call it a coaster for now. It does look cool with the rock work. I don't actually think it's gonna go in with the ride, but that does look kind of cool. So that's pretty much my thoughts on this GIGA Splash. It's cool. It's nothing spectacular. It's a good ride concept. So now let's get into the LSM Vertical Coaster. This one is very similar to a premier ride, Skyrocket 2. Very, very, very similar. Basically, it launches you forwards, then backwards through a non-inverting loop. They're actually saying that this one actually inverts. So, okay, it's called like a Zig Zag Loop. So, okay. Pretty similar to the Skyrocket 2. And then you launch forward and you go up an upside down launch. This is different. We've never seen an upside down launch. It looks cool. Probably going to be a lot of downtime on that too, though. So I'd say that's new. I'll give them that. I'll give them a point for that. And they have a torpedo dive, which is very similar to the roll on Skyrocket 2, except it's a lot faster. Basically, Skyrocket 2 has an inversion at the top and then comes down and goes through a non-inverting. This has an inversion at the top, actually 2 inversions, I think. So, okay, there, I'll give them that. It's different, but they can go into what they're calling a Zig Zag Loop. It's a non-inverting loop. It's very similar to a non-inverting loop. It's kind of upsetting to see Intamin just pretty much copy Premiere here. They definitely got the inspiration from Premier here. Intamin's so much better than this. They just came out with their new launch coaster concept. Thought their next concept will be a little bit different than what everybody else is doing. But okay, it's fine, I guess. It'll be cool. It's probably more expensive than Skyrocket 2, but it'll be a little bit more compact. That's nice. It'd be nice to see one or two of these come up around the world or America. So that's pretty much it for the LSM vertical coaster. And the last one, we have the Hot Racer. It's basically Intamin's take on a single rail coaster. It looks cool. It's very similar to RMC's single rail track, but it does look tubular at the very bottom, and the restraints are different enough, and it does have some different elements. So I will. And RMC wasn't the ones that actually came up with the single rail track. It was actually OVERDRIVE a long time ago. So I'll let them slide on this one. So there's 3 models of this that they're advertising. They have an Infinity model, an OVERDRIVE model, and an Autodrome, I think. So the Infinity is very compact. It doesn't look like a Mobius Loop though, so it looks like a very short ride. It looks like more of a family coaster, something very similar to West Coast Racers. I like this. I don't think it's the greatest coaster in the world. I think it would be a good in some parks. And then we have the OVERDRIVE. And it's another launch coaster, race theme, and has a wall ride dive. This caught my eye when I saw it. Really cool here. I really like this element. It looks awesome. Like, it looks really cool. You can see that it's kind of like a wave turn for an RMC, but it's a little bit more extreme. It comes out more and then goes down. So I actually really like that moment. It looks like a really cool element. And then you have the Autodrome, which is a Mobius Loop, and it's by far the biggest one of these. Looks a lot like West Coast Racers. Has the 2 sides. Has some good inversions, good bank turns, a couple airtime moments. Pretty much West Coast Racers, but single rail coaster. I wonder if Intamin will actually do custom concepts. I think they will, but I think they're just advertising these first. But I think it's good. I think they did kind of copy a couple other manufacturers, but the single rail, I'll give them, that's different enough. The LSM vertical coaster, kind of like a Premier Rides Skyrocket 2. That I'll give them because it's different enough, but they definitely took some pages out of Premier's book. And then the GIGA Splash, that's different. No copy there. And the last one, the Ultra Splash, it's exactly a Mock Rides Power Splash. Come on, Intamin. If you want to do that, at least add like another element, add something different in there. But they just did the same exact thing, so I'm not too happy about that for them. So I think these rides are good. I think they'll get sold to some parks, and I think RMC definitely has some competition now, which should start another coaster war between parks and manufacturers, which is always good. Definitely good to see that. So that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.